Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. My name is Yadira. Today I have a 1-year review of my Louis Vuitton Mini Bumbag. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. Let's get into how I feel about the Mini Bumbag after 1 year of owning it. Here is my Mini Bumbag. I do have it in the monogram canvas. They do also bring them out in either bicolor or solid color empreinte leathers. So if that's something that interests you, I only have the canvas, but they're very similar. It's the Mini Bumbag, just in a different material. The Mini Bumbag does come with 2 different straps, and because one of the straps is more forgiving in how you can store it, it being the chain, I have it in the little mini pockets. So what I mean is, if you just collapse this down, it doesn't take up too much space. And this, compared to the other strap that the Mini Bumbag comes with, fits perfectly in this front pocket. So this is where I hold the chain. And actually, let me go ahead and assemble it while I have it out. Coming into the main compartment, this is where I keep the vachetta strap that the Mini Bumbag comes with, and I think you can see the biggest difference here. This is as far as how tight I coiled it, and because of this strap, I house it in the main compartment. I don't keep them together because, as you know, metal or hardware will probably tarnish over time. It might leave some kind of a residue, and I don't really want it to start either bleeding into the vachetta or leaving some kind of metal marks. So that's why I keep them separate. Both of the interior pockets have the microfiber interior lining, so it's pretty much fine for both. It being safe for, you know, a lot of metal, so it's not going to scratch it. And the only thing with that is, whenever you're taking out your chain strap, if you decide to put it in the front pocket, just kind of be careful with the zipper, because as you pull it, you might be scratching it. Mine seems to be fine. But anyways, this is the strap that it comes with, and it does come in 2 separate pieces. The strap comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different adjustments that you can pick. Right now I have it on the second to last. This is the setting that I use in the winter time, and in the summertime I am okay with going 1 setting above. This would be my summer setting on the 3rd hole right before the strap ends. So this is my little strap, and I love it because it's so thin. It doesn't look like a seatbelt or anything like that. I know with some of the Bumbags or any bag that Louis Vuitton has that comes with a crossbody strap, kind of like the jacquard straps, some might worry that the look is too bold or too wide, that it kind of looks like a seatbelt. I think it just depends on the look you're going for, right? Some of those really do look chic and sporty. This one doesn't have that, so not to worry in that front. So this is what the Mini Bumbag looks like whenever it comes, and I do have an unboxing video on my Mini Bumbag already, as well as 2 different comparison videos. I will link those in any other Mini Bumbag related video down in the description bar, just in case you're interested. But if this is the only Mini Bumbag video that you're seeing or that you will see, I will give you a little bit more details that I probably have already mentioned in those videos. So I'm gonna put timestamps down below just in case you don't want to hear some specifications, but just kind of check that out if you are a returning viewer. So like I was saying, this is how the Mini Bumbag comes whenever you first get it. And I actually love the fact that it came with 2 different straps, because you can really dress this bag a little bit more whenever it comes with a chain strap. And my outfit today is on purpose, because all the other outfits I've showed you before are a little bit more on the casual side. So whenever I'll do some modeling shots, you'll have my current look today and the ones from prior videos to kind of give you a feel based on what you are mostly like. Personally, I'm more on the casual side, but sometimes I do get a little bit dressy, and this particular bag being a little bit more, I mean, it's one of those bags that when you look at it from, like, you know, browsing through the Louis Vuitton website, the first thing that might come to mind is, oh, how sporty, how on the go, how no-brainer, quick grab out the door sort of bag this could be. And yes, that is true too, but the chain brings it a little bit more of a different element to where you can have another sort of style of bag within one bag. I love that about the chain. I know some people are like, oh my god, they're bringing out chains with every single bag. This one, I don't mind. I love it. My particular chain, it still has the plastic. I've been telling myself that I want to remove it, but at the same time I'm like, no, just let it fall. It's almost falling. But yeah, so it's still on there. But let me take you through what my bag looks like after a year. I think that's probably, you know, one of the things that people are most excited about to see. So let's get into the close-ups. Even though this bag bag has been with me for a year. It is one of my most used Louis Vuitton bags. I actually bought this with the intention of using it for travel, and so I'll pop some of those pictures here. That way you can get a little bit more perspective of, you know, what kind of outfits can you rock with this sort of bag. And let me just start off by saying that it's not a specific look. It's very versatile, and yes, you can also get it in a black. In my personal opinion, I like the way canvas wears over time, and I feel like it's a little bit more forgiving. So in a piece like this, I like it, especially because it's one that's gonna sit right around your waist area, and you might have a belt or you might have a bottom with belt loops, and all of that can kind of play into adding wear onto a bag that I feel in the actual canvas style, it's going to be a little bit more hardy. Yeah, you might get a little bit of rubbing of the actual print off, but I think it's better than seeing maybe like a little wash of white or an undertone color if you had it in the empreinte style. I do really like some empreinte versions of the Mini Bumbag, but I'm very happy that I do have the canvas version. So now that I've showed you the entire bag and you can see that the canvas itself is still holding on strong, let's go into the details. So right in here on the strap, you can see a little bit of fraying, and honestly, this is something that I saw very early on into owning the Mini Bumbag. I mean, I can take mini little scissors and clip it, not a big deal. The bag is not falling apart. On the opposite end, you can see a little bit of that too. Let me take the zipper away. Right in there. And then also you can see it more on this side. You can see more, I'm not quite sure if it's all denim transfer. I kind of feel like it might be a little bit of the strap, or it might be a little bit of the actual sticker still hanging on to my strap that is contributing to this. So if you do get the Mini Bumbag, go ahead and feel free to take off your stickers if you like. I don't know for certain if this is contributing to it, but I'm fine with the way it looks because I have used it for a long time, like I've mentioned, but it does have some discoloration. So I hope that you can see that. It does look like it might be washing it out a little bit from my ring light, but there is some, like, there's a little bit of color right in here, and then on the opposite end, similar but not as much as on that side. So that on the entire bag is pretty much the only wear that I see. This bag did come with pre-aged vachetta, so it's not like I've developed this kind of tan in 1 year. I mean, even if it didn't come with a vachetta that was tan like this, I would probably be close to this color because I've used this a lot. I've used this through pretty much every season as well. And I don't think I grabbed it too much in the springtime, maybe just 4 or 5 times for sure in the summer, fall, and winter, and those I feel encompass a lot of different weather variety that can kind of also cover spring too, you know. So that's pretty much all the wear that you will see in my bag. I do see a little bit of scratching on the actual canvas, but I don't see any more. So that's pretty much the only place, and I will show you that very quickly. That is right here in the center. Hopefully you can see it. Let's see, it's very faint. You can see like a little line. I think you can see it in this angle a little bit best, but it's literally right in here on this part, not on the pocket here. But yeah, holding up quite well. The zipper is fine too. There's no fraying, no peeling of the actual zipper. Also, I've had this ever since I got it. I don't know if it's, I kind of feel like it's a hair that's sewn into my bag, a little bit gross, but it might be like a thread or something. See if you can pick it up. Might be able to see it through here. No, am I crazy? I mean, I guess a little bit of rubbish right in this part of the zipper now that I'm at this kind of angle, but literally all my other zipper is fine. Let me see, can you see it? Nope. Not too much, but here is my top zipper. Here is the little mini center zipper. The little zipper pulls are holding up great. I think only this one on one side might have a little bit of more scratches, but it's still doing great. So here is that, is where it shows a little bit more. It might just be, you know, fingerprints or something that I can take a microfiber cloth on, or maybe like an electric screen sort of cloth. And here is my little zipper. So still very shiny, still very beautiful and full of life, as well as my little rings right here that you might have seen whenever I was showing you the close-up vachetta. Still very nice, not tarnishing, not you know, there's no discoloration or plating wear, I should say. So there is the outside, and let's go inside the mini bum bag. I'm gonna try really hard to show you the inside of the mini pocket so you can kind of see the wear. Spoiler, it is perfect in there. It is hard to show you because the inside is a dark microfiber lining interior. So let me see, can I show you? Probably not. But it's very fine in there. There's nothing sticky. It has microfiber lining inside, so it's not like it's drying. It doesn't feel like dehydrated or anything like that. It's still very smooth to the touch, very pretty. And even looking at it on, you know, if you look at this in person, you can obviously see inside the pocket a little bit more. It'll help if you have, you know, like a little flashlight, just because it is very dark in there, but you can see and it looks just fine. Very great, very happy with that small front pocket. Let's come inside the main compartment of the mini bum bag. This one you can kind of see more debris on, because obviously you can open it a little bit more. Hopefully you can see that through the camera whenever I show you. The whole body is pretty much fine. So let's take a look at this flap right here. I do have my little made in Italy stamping right there. And here is the body of the mini bum bag. So I think whenever I unboxed this, or it might have been, yeah, I think whenever I unboxed this, someone asked me if the interior lining can be pulled out. On mine, whenever you open the strap, you can kind of see a little bit of wrinkling, but it's nothing that I can't, like, I can't pinch it. Well, I guess I could, but like I can't pull it out and clean it. Not that kind of pinch. It's on there because of this flap right here. It can't be a tight fit, because if it is, then there'll probably be some tearing, just because you have to do this, right? It has to have a little bit of give to give you this sort of experience, because it is one piece of microfiber lining. So it's not like glued to all the walls of the actual canvas. No, before I got that comment, I never looked at my mini bum bag like that. I'm like, wait, is it? So yeah, that is it. And also too, do note it is microfiber lining, and I am showing you through a camera. So, you know, just like suede, I can brush it this way and then brush it the opposite end, and it's gonna look like two different colors. You know what I mean? Probably not a good example, especially not on camera, but the interior of my mini bum bag is in great condition, at least for me. Again, the only thing about my entire mini bum bag is pretty much just the little side tabs right here that are framed. It's like the inside of the actual tab right there. I'm fine, not a problem. It's a little cool bag. So I do want to show you how debris hangs out in the little top shelf, and this is something that you can't really avoid just because of the whole, you know, design of the bag. But right in here on top of my mini pouch right here, you can see literally in the crease where it kind of holds a little bit of dust, a little bit of dirt. Can you see it? If you can't see it, it's just gonna make me look extremely clean. But that is a small little crevice that you can't really avoid it. On the actual sides and at the bottom, there's nothing. Yeah, literally there's like nothing. There's no debris. It's just on this top shelf because it doesn't have anywhere to fall. It just kind of sits there. Anyways, simple fix. You can just take a little mini cleaning tool. This is one that I have for like my keyboard at work. And this one has a little bit more of stiff bristles. So what you can do is have a brand new makeup brush, or one, you know, like a spare brush that you just don't even use. But basically just take a little tool that is gentle, that is meant for getting into tiny little crevices, and just sweep it across, and it will literally pick that up and get rid of it. You are obviously not going to be able to get deep inside of there, like in between the little stitch, but I'm just noting it because it does happen. Like, it's a little top shelf, and you know, just like your little bookshelf, right? Away at the top, dust is just gonna accumulate there. So there is that. At least you don't see any debris. So that's just one maintenance sort of thing from this bag. And then two, you can kind of see it right in between here. Be very careful, specifically with this top flap, because you do have the zipper here, and you don't want to, you know, contribute to the zipper having wear or start peeling or anything like that. And with this bag, I think it's just a design. The actual zipper comes higher up. Like, if you see, they're almost flush, like this little piping in the top of the zipper. They're almost flush to where if you have a brush like mine Yes, it's slim, but it's not that slim. It's going to start touching the zipper top too. So just be careful with that. Honestly, I don't really pay attention to my bag at that sort of detail to where I'm like, oh my God, I need to clean it. Let me clean it because I'm going to use it. Like, no, I don't. I just literally grab it and enjoy it. And I know that these are things that are going to happen, but just in case you might be, you know, a particular kind of person that wants everything to be clean and pristine at all times, just be careful with your top zipper there. Don't start creating too much friction to where your zipper is actually starting to wear. Let me show you these straps. Here is what one piece of my strap looks like. Let's flip it on over. This is the inside of the strap. My hardware on the strap is doing great, so that is good. Here is the other end. There's the back, and here's the front of the actual little clasp there. Even though it is very close to the actual leather, it's not tarnishing. There's no wear, there's nothing that I can actually point out on my strap. I mean, there's just a little bit of, you know, from construction. You can see this right in here. Wait. Oh, my nail actually picked it up. It was a tiny piece of glazing that was kind of lifting, and honestly, my strap does not miss it. Like, I don't even know where it was coming from, but I hold on for such a long time, even though I do wear this quite often. This one right here in the inside, I do see a little bit of wear, but that is pretty much all on this particular piece. And then coming on to my other strap, let me show you right here where my hook is at. Here is the other end. The glazing is doing fine. So here is the back side of my vachetta strap. Oops. Here is the other side. A little bit of a curve if you see right in like here. Curves a little bit, but obviously I do use it. Kind of has to mold to your body. Still hanging on quite nicely. This one's gonna look a little crazy because of the little pull tabs here, but I guess I can peel them off. Do I want to peel them off? Maybe I can cut it. Let me cut it because I don't want to peel it off. It's very intact on the other side. Here is one side of the strap. So if I cut this was actually over. So my hook still has a protector all around. So it was like all around and then a flap. So that is what this part is, which, wow, kind of wish the other one was like that so that I could still technically have it on. So here is that part. And then let me flip it so I can show you that side of the chain. I mean, obviously the chain is going to be a little bit hard to show you the wear on both ends because they kind of look the same. So I'm just going to go in like a brown. If that is helpful, probably not. So basically still doing just fine. The only thing is I do see some darkening in between all of the links. So it could be a little bit of plating on some of them, but quite honestly, it just looks like if I could sit down one day and clean them very, very well, they would be fine. So here is one side. It might come across as like tarnish. Can you even see it? Wow. Maybe this side. Can you see it? Might sound crazy, but this strap is doing fine. I do expect that from this strap. As far as scratches go, I don't think I see like huge scratches. Is there? Do you have scratches? Yeah, it mostly has fingerprints, but no like scratches. Let me show you my clasp again so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Obviously this one's protected and this one is not. And as you saw with this one in particular, that overhang had been hanging for some time. So if anything, I would expect to see some scratches on here, but it's completely fine. See? And then this one, obviously there's nothing. Now this one has the sticker right in the body here. So it is fine, no scratches on there either. Let me show you another strap that I have, because whenever I got my mini bum bag, I thought that I could possibly use that strap that it comes with as a crossbody, but I'm not that small, so I needed to get another chain, and I could have just gotten one chain that fits the exact same size that I wanted it to for me to wear it crossbody, but I'm like, I really wanted it to be a Louis Vuitton chain because I wanted to use that chain with it. Like, I didn't want to have a gold chain plus a gold chain to go around my body the way the vachetta would go. Like, I didn't want gold on gold, like not that much. So what I did was I got a strap from Fashion File. This one was like the Ivy chain. So the Ivy bag by Louis Vuitton that I'll put right here, it comes with a little chain, and I guess they didn't want the chain. It's fine because I was looking for it. And this one in particular is perfect because when I connect both of these chains, it's like a good adjustment. Obviously you can't adjust this the way you can a strap that has the little holes. So I think I just kind of got lucky in the fact that this was a good drop for me. But anyways, let me show you the wear on this, because whenever I got this one was like in excellent condition, and it pretty much just looked the same. It looked like I had gotten them together, but obviously this is from a different bag, and this one, it doesn't have stickers. I didn't get it with stickers, but at least you can see a little bit more detail on this one in particular, and you can tell because it doesn't have stickers. And so here is one end. And this one, actually, in between the links, I don't see as much discoloration as I do with the one that comes with the mini bum bag. All right, so let me flip it on over. So here's the clasp. Let me show you the other end. So this does have a little bit of a scratch right in here on this side, but the other one is fine. So when you're looking at a strap, your most wear is gonna be on the clasp because that's where you can tell. And I don't use this with any other of my bags. So I thought it was fair to go ahead and show you the wear because I've been using them for, the same amount of time. Like, it's my companion to my mini bum bag. I keep trying to tell myself like, hey, you can use this a chain for your bags, because this one is actually a different size than the one that comes with the mini bum bag. So the one that comes with the mini bum bag is longer. You see, this is a mini bum bag and this one's the Ivy chain. So if you are trying to do what I did by buying one more Louis Vuitton chain, take your vachetta strap and put it on your mini bum bag, adjust it to your comfortable setting, take that off and measure that distance so that if you are shopping for an extra Louis Vuitton chain, you can take the measurement of the one that already comes with the Louis Vuitton and then just kind of see how big of a sizing you would need to be looking for, because I am pretty sure there's probably some mini bum bag chains out there, or kind of like the Ivy walk, they might be out there too. Again, they're two different lengths. Just depending on what you need might help you look for the exact chain that you are needing. So very happy about the little shorty chain that I did get, because both of these together are a good fit. It's just a tad bit long, but I will show you that now. For this first look, I am going to show you the mini bum bag with the gold chain. This is the original Louis Vuitton mini bum bag chain. And again, the way you can tell is mine still has the protective covering. So there is that one. And here is this one, just for your peace of mind. So let me show you what that looks like. Because of my outfit being a little bit more on the dressier side compared to everything that I've showed you before, I am going to do it just like this, like a little mini night bag. All right, so short shoulder. Because of the shape of the bag, you can literally tip it like this to where it's against your shoulder versus like this. It is personal preference. You can definitely do it, and it is a comfortable sort of swing, right? So just again on the crook of the arm. Definitely a cool little bag if you wanted to take it out for a dinner date. Maybe you're going to like a comedy show and you want to take something small with you. This can definitely fit the outfit just fine. I don't have a belt on because I do want to show you this a little bit differently, but I brought one. So just in case you want to have a full outfit and use this as a short shoulder chain bag. All right, so I have my belt on. This is the 30mm LV Iniciales belt. Obviously you don't need a Louis Vuitton belt, but this is my black belt with a gold hardware buckle that matches the chain here. So this is what I brought. And so just like a complete outfit sort of vibe. For the next look, I'm gonna show you with the 2 chain straps put together. And I did take off my belt because if you're gonna use this bag as a crossbody or to where it is sitting on your hip or like, you know, low enough, I would recommend not to have a belt just so that it doesn't contribute to adding wear to the bag, just kind of like the way I mentioned earlier. So let me hook on the Ivy strap that does not come with the mini bum bag. I don't know if you can go into Louis Vuitton and buy this strap. Someone did tell me that you could. I don't have an LV Ivy bag in my collection to feel brave enough to go ask for either like a replacement, because I've always known that if you don't have it in your profile, they can't sell you a repair piece for whatever you're looking for. So yeah, I've never asked, I just went to go buy it. But someone did say that you can go get a, like if you have the mini bum bag, you can go and get a mini bum bag chain replacement. But again, if you're gonna use a crossbody, be mindful of the length just in case, because it might be too long for what you need it for. So just kind of FYI. I do have them together here and I'm going to show you as a long shoulder moment. And obviously if you don't have this particular thickness of a chain and you do have the Felici chain, you can use it that way as well. I do have the Felici chain. Well, I don't know if it's specifically the Felici chain. It came with my mini pochettes with chain, so I do have that look, but I didn't bring it because I don't know, maybe I'll bring it a little bit later. I did kind of show that in a prior video. I'm pretty sure it's like the unboxing of this. So yeah, anyways, enough of the ramble. This is what that looks like. So the only thing with the chain is that it would do just that. Just so it depends on your actual outfit as well. But because, you know, the links kind of move and dance, it will probably roll off your shoulder, just so it depends. But I got the second chain strap to use it as a crossbody. So here is the look of that. And personally, this is a good enough drop for my liking. I could probably go with the actual mini bum bag chain strap, but I think that's gonna be a little bit lower, like close to my actual like belt line, whereas this is actually like in between, or actually like more than in between. So my belt will be right here. Yeah, so about half. You see, it'll be about half of the bag. The belt will be right here. So that is why I wouldn't necessarily recommend you to wear this as a crossbody with a belt on. So just kind of be mindful. My pants does have belt loops, but that's besides the point because I do want to show you that look. But here is what it looks like as a crossbody with the 2 chains. I like this strap because it allows you to access the bag very comfortably. So this is a good angle to where I can see everything without it being a little bit higher up, and I'm kind of like, you know, this. It's still very a comfortable drop to access the bag. So let me just put my phone, because I didn't bring my purse. So like, I can still unzip it and access your stuff. So no problem with access on this drop. And just because I'm talking about the drop, let me show you. Okay, so taking the center, this is an 18 drop. So I think that makes the chain about 36, 40-ish sort of centimeters long. I am 5'3", just in case you're wondering. But I will say, like, it depends on your body type, because you might have a long torso or a short torso, And so the drop or the need of your spacing might be different than it is for me, even though we are the same height. If you are also 5'3", 40 inches or 102 centimeters, and that is from the top of the link to the other end all the way through, so the entire length. Now I'm going to show you the mini bum bag with the vachetta strap, and this is my short setting for this one. Not the shortest setting that you can do with this. For me, in my liking, the shortest setting on this particular bum bag is too high. This is my summer setting, if you will. I have it right here on the 3rd. And on this setting, it does allow for it to come up to right here, like use this one. On my winter setting, it doesn't let me use it. So I'll show you that because I did bring some jackets. But let me show you this as a shoulder bag. And then I guess if you wanted to use this as a shoulder, you could. Let me move it all the way to the shortest setting to show you that. Just know that there's only one secure end, so you might have this flapping, but let me show you. To be very honest with you, I've never used a bag like this, but it's a vibe. It is an option, and I love that. So that is as a shoulder. Let me bring it over to my summer setting. Again, that is 3rd to last adjustment. So this is as a crossbody, and I can do one more shorter, so like my winter setting for this to bring it just a little bit down, but I just have it at my summer setting, again 3rd to last, and this is what that is. There is a little bit of spacing between like the end of my bra and the actual bag. So it's not necessarily resting on me if I put it like that. But whenever I have it a little bit slanting, it is just like literally at the end of my bra, but still fine. It doesn't bother me at all. And I can still, you know, zip it open and see everything that I have in here just fine. So there's that. Now I'm going to attach the chain to show you the whole bag the way that it comes. When you first get it, again, this is my, with the plastic on it, the actual one that comes with the mini bum bag. And I definitely could show you this option first. I've used this bag a variety of different ways, so I kind of wanted to show you all of that. So here is the mini bum bag. The way it is supposed to be worn is like this is the vibe that is displayed in the Louis Vuitton website. And yeah, so when you have the chain hanging like this and you want to wear a belt, be very mindful, because if it's a belt like the one that I was showing you earlier, you are going to be hitting it and adding scratches onto your buckle as well as your chain. So just kind of be mindful. And also too, if you are wearing like a jacket that has maybe like chunkier buttons, kind of be mindful of the construction of the button. Like if it's another metal to where this is going to be hitting it. If it's like a plastic sort of button, it's fine. But just wanted to note that. And obviously, because I am a little bit on the dressier side, personally, I think this still looks fine. And then because of my hair, you can't really see the strap. You can from the back, but I mean, my particular shirt has a lot of different colors, and it actually does have like a vachetta kind of color, like the little vines or whatever. So it doesn't look too bad with my particular outfit, in my opinion. You let me know down in the comment section. But I do think that you can definitely take this up to be a little bit more dressy, a little bit more casual, a little bit in between. So most bags will kind of sway your outfit a certain way, like your accessories would. But with this particular bag, because it is so versatile, your outfit would give the bag a different vibe instead of it being the other way around. So it just so depends. I like it. I think it's fine. And I am going to show you Like if you just want to use it like this, you can. I have done this, and I will insert a picture here now of me doing this, and this is just based on convenience. If you're ever out and about and you're paying something and then you gotta move off the line quickly, I've totally done this before, just because this is easier. Like if I'm just accessing the bag and I need to, you know, move along, this is easier to do than this. Like, oh my god, let me, yeah, grab your stuff and go. You know what I mean? Like that took a little bit more seconds than just swinging the bag over on your shoulder. So I have totally used the bag like this, and just want to show you what that looks like. So there's that. And then with this, I'll try to hug the chain a little bit, because again, like it will slip. So also to your blouse, your top, your jacket, whatever material will contribute a little bit more to that. And also to just like your shoulders, you know, we all have different shoulders. So I try to hug it a little bit more to where I'm making sure that doesn't happen. And if it happens, I like catch it like this. So just another way you can wear the Mini Bumbag. I did bring over 2 different style of jackets, so I am going to show you that now. I'm going to show you the way the bag is intended to be used on both of the jackets, and then I'm going to take them apart so that you can see that kind of look as well. Okay, so this is one jacket, and the buttons on this jacket are plastic. So like I was saying, whenever you hang the chain, it's gonna be fine with this particular jacket that I have on. And I'm gonna keep it like this just to kind of show you that it's going to be a little bit more restricting, just because the whole jacket is thicker. It adds to my body to where it's a little bit tighter fit, and that's why I have a winter setting on my strap. So let me get there. Or maybe not like a winter setting, but a jacket setting. So here is, it's just one more down. So I have one, and then it's on that second hole. And as you see, it is barely covering here. But yeah, let me show you this now. I was thinking it's probably a little bit crazy to show you a jacket with like open toe heels like this, but if you're wearing a dress, just imagine it still works. Let me bring you down so you can. I'm gonna take off the leather strap while I still have this jacket on. Basically, your other option you would have with your Mini Bumbag, just assuming you don't have any other accessories to play around with. So just with the chain. The drop that this chain creates is perfect for me to use it with a jacket very comfortably. So there is that. And it actually stays on my shoulder just a little bit more than whenever I have it on my blouse. So awesome. Now let me move on to my other jacket. This is a denim jacket, and I have one kind of cuffed and the other one not. So I guess let me just cuff it, because I did already show you like a long sleeve jacket moment. So I'm just going to just messily put it up. Like if you're just doing like a spring sort of vibe, or you're going somewhere where, you know, it's gonna be a little bit of chilly in the nighttime, you want to carry something lightweight, not as heavy as an actual jacket, winter jacket sort of coat, like thermal, the way I showed you. So while I have this with my little chain strap, I'm gonna show you that very quickly. So on the chain, again, it will fall easier, like I was showing you with just my blouse. Now let me put on my little leather strap that it comes with, so you can see the full vibe of the bag. Now as I'm putting this on, you might be able to tell what's probably going through my mind, but I'm still going to show you this in a waist. So I kept it in my jacket setting. Yeah, definitely kept it in my jacket setting. So this is what that is. Now the buttons on this particular jacket are metal. You know, they're like your denim metal. Where my chain hangs is on the other end, where I don't have the buttons. You see, I have the buttons here. I don't have them here. So just kind of a pro tip, if you are going to be using it with your chain hanging, just be mindful that it's not hitting other stuff. So here's that. So what I was gonna say about wearing a denim jacket is that this is vachetta, and you know, color transfer on such a light piece is a thing. So if you are going to use it in this sort of way, and if you have it within your collection to swap the strap, I would recommend you going that route, just so that you can avoid as much color transfer you can on your actual strap. And of course, you know, like my jacket, the other one, I could eventually add some friction to where my strap is picking up the color of my actual jacket. But I think denim is a little bit more prone to dyeing onto other surfaces. So if you have a long chain option that you could use with your mini bum bag, or if you did what I did, you probably had another bag that has the same chain thickness and you just connected the two, this is the look that it would give you if you're wearing an all denim jacket, you know, a color transfer prone piece. Yeah, I still think it looks cute, even though like the buttons on my actual jacket are more like on the weathered sort of side rather than being particularly gold or particularly silver. I did go ahead and bring my mini pochette that has the chain that I was talking about. So I'm going to take this off just in case you do have a Felici and you want to see how you can incorporate that particular chain with the mini bum bag. I do want to show you the two drop differences. That's how much of a difference is from the two chains put together and the Felici thinner sort of LV chain. So about like 2 inches, maybe 3 inches of a difference there. So this is gonna hang a little bit longer if I want to do it as a crossbody. But if it's in the winter time or if you're wearing a jacket, then it might just be fine. So here is that look, a good size drop. And then obviously because the chain itself is thinner, it is going to make the bag a little bit lighter than the two thick chains put together. And I guess because I have another chain. So if you want to do a gold on gold sort of moment, again, this is my Felici strap and this is my Louis Vuitton strap. You can this is how we can tell because it has a plastic and it's also longer. At least on me, if I ever take off the plastic, I know which one does come with my mini bum bag because it's longer. But anyways, the only difference is going to be here in the chain width, but you can technically do it because, like, for example, I mostly always have my hair down, so you might be covering the actual thickness and just kind of show off a different kind of look. But this is an option if you do have this strap already in your collection. Even though it doesn't look bad, I don't really do this just because of the different thicknesses here, but I don't think I would buy a third version just so that I can get that hang look with the chunky chain as a crossbody chain moment. Like, no. So let me take off this strap really quickly just so that I can show you on an outfit that does not have a jacket on. So just the skinny chain on my mini bum bag. So this one, it doesn't fall as easily as the other one. Obviously, when you're at a particular angle, it might, but it holds the grip a little bit more on your look. So just in case you do have this strap already in your collection and you want to get the mini bum bag, you can totally do the vibe. It works. Totally does work. So this is what the bag looks like with that little chain. This little chain literally like glistens because of all the little facets. So there's that. Let me show you with a jacket and then let's do like what's going on with the bag. One of the perks about this bag coming with a chain is that if you really want to use the bag, but it's very rainy outside, obviously the other one being still a natural vachetta, it doesn't have any kind of coating on it to treat it. Yes, you can spray stuff. I haven't, but on this particular bag, because you have the chain, you can literally go out and about with your little mini bum bag and use it even on like inclement weather sort of situations. I personally do try to stay away from that just because it does still have leather. But whenever I got this bag, I got it for travel. I was actually going to go to Italy and I was like, you know what, that is going to be my handbag. One day we were in Milan and I was wearing my mini bum Bumbag the way it comes, right? Just my mini Bumbag like this with the chain. And we had gone to dinner. That day it had been raining the entire day. Well, not the entire day, but there was like a lot of showers. And so at nighttime, it looked like it had calmed down. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear my mini Bumbag. Like, I was so happy about it, and it was working fine, and it's been great. Went walking distance to the nearest kind of like restaurant by the hotel, and we were fine. On our way out, it was pouring. Like, Milan had never seen rain ever in his life. Obviously it had the day before, and of course throughout history. But it was a very strong rain to where if you were like stepping on the actual like roads, your feet, you couldn't see them. Like, there was inches of water accumulating, and just while we were out at dinner. So I unassembled the entire bag. I coiled this and I stuck it inside of the bag. And my husband's like, oh my God, let's just wait for, you know, the rain to calm down because you're gonna ruin your new bag. I pulled out the little weather app and I was looking, I was like, no, but it's gonna, like, the map was showing. At the moment, it was like a dark green sort of radar. And as the time lapse went, the radar was showing from dark green to red. So I was like, nope, this is what we got. We have this little bit amount of time. Literally, I'm just going to run for it. And we weren't that far from the hotel. We were maybe like four minutes walking, so not that far, literally very close, but it was pouring. So I literally unassembled the whole bag. I literally put this on my body. I try to cover it like this. So I'm wrapping the vachetta. I'm also touching this right here, and then the other end I have it right here. Can I show you? So this is me literally holding it like a football. I don't know if this is how you hold a football, but literally was like tugging it. And as you see, you can only see canvas, and also at the top you can only see canvas. I can't remember what pair of shoes I was wearing, but my husband's like, are you sure? What if you slip and your bag gets ruined? I'm like, you know what? Let's go for it. Like, it was getting a little bit darker. We had done a day trip earlier that day, and literally it was late, and it was just gonna get progressively worse. So I was like, let's go. We're not that far. Let's just go. And dude, I showed you my entire bag earlier today, and there is nothing, not a raindrop on sight. Literally, here is the vachetta again. And then my strap, I mean, I showed you that earlier. There's nothing on my strap. That bag is a go-getter. Like, dude, it is ready for anything. Obviously, because I was having dinner, I wasn't carrying a lot of things in my mini bum bag. So if you do have it overloaded, you might have to start stuffing some things in your pockets if you have pockets, or give them to your husband so that you can make space for keeping the actual strap inside whenever you're trying to dodge the rain. If you're ever, you know, in that downpour situation that I was whenever I first got this little bag. Inside of me, I was nervous, but I knew that I was gripping this so tightly that I was like, there's no way it's going to get rain. As soon as I made it to the hotel, I had drops all over me. I let my husband like dry himself first, and then him dry me, and then I just did this really fast because like all this inside is relatively dry, and I was like, here, hold the bag, like you're already dry, put it over there. I didn't want to do this sort of moment because when you have water and you do this, it like splashes everywhere. So I don't know, I was like on freaking security mode, or I don't even know what, but I was like, oh my God, like I love this bag that much more. So that in itself can tell you that I do recommend this bag. It is literally such a cool little bag. I haven't showed what fits in there just because I have shown that before. Also, like whenever I first did the unboxing of this bag, it fits everything that I would need as my essentials. I don't put the mini pochette in here, but if you had a mini pochette and you wanted to put it in here, you might have to, yeah. You totally could. The mini pochette is in there. But then you have like a bag that's literally half the capacity of this in here. Like, this is another thing. Probably one of the only drawbacks for this particular bag is closing the zipper. Opening it is smooth, but bringing it over, it could be the curve, but that is a little bit of a challenge. So yeah, it's not a big enough of a challenge to where I would discredit the bag entirely. Again, I don't put the mini pochette in there, but that's what I have here to show you relatively quickly. So just pretend it's my wallet and I just put in my phone, and it fits fine. And it is heavy because obviously my phone weighs a lot, but I typically just have my key pouch, which carries my key fob and is my wallet as well. Also my phone, or during that trip, I use this as my little cash compartment or my card holder a lot. So just coil some money in here and put your cards, like your debit card, your license, or whatever other cards you might use in here. It fits just fine, and put everything else in here. I've stuck a camera in here, and throughout my trip, that's pretty much what I had in here. My camera and my cell phone and some sunglasses, and this was like my wallet. And just because I have these here, I want to show you the differences in vachetta tone, just to kind of show you that it is pre-aged and how deep of a level it is. I obviously still have it a part of my collection, which is something that I can't say for all the bum bags that I have ever showed in my channel. And I love the versatility. I showed you multiple different ways that I currently use this within my collection, or ways that you can also incorporate it in yours. Obviously, I don't use my skinny chain with my long chain on this bag, and it's totally an option, like who cares? But I try to stick with using the 2 straps that come with the mini bum bag and that thicker strap that I bought to make it crossbody. That's pretty much it, but it's so cute for date night. It doesn't take a lot of space to where you can literally have it in your lap and have that, you know, napkin over top of it, so where you're not getting any grease or anything on there, just in case you're like in a small place where there's not a lot of spots to hang your bag. Small enough for that. You can take it out to the movies. Obviously be careful with popcorn, and you can take it on the go do your grocery run, go do your regular errands. If you are in the market for a mini bum bag or a little compact bag, or that you can take you through many different events, as well as pair with your many different outfits. Again, let me know about the outfits. Do you think it can actually pull the dress look or not? I do think so. But that is the mini bum bag after owning it for 1 year. I still love it. I still recommend it. Still going strong in my collection, and it is one that will probably be in my collection for many more years to come. If I do send it in for repair, it's probably to do the little tabs, but not right now. This bag is not in a terrible condition to where I would want to incur that kind of expense. I'm very happy with how it's wearing. Let me know if you have any questions, as well as if you want to see it in a different way. Maybe I can do a short on that piece, or I don't know, maybe I'll just do some shorts in general on this particular little piece. And I want to thank you so very much for spending a little bit of your day with me, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.